This is Eddie Hearn, Matchroom Boxing. You are watching Sporting Icons. You don't need to be anywhere else.
Okay, so the rematch between Anthony Joshua and Oleksandr Usyk is set to take place on July the 23rd in Saudi Arabia, according to multiple sources flying around the internet. And of course, recently Eddie Hearn has done interviews alluding to this being the date and the country for this particular rematch. So this rematch will be between the biggest star in the heavyweight division, Anthony Joshua, and the pound for pound number one in the world, according to Ring Magazine, Oleksandr Usyk. So it's a huge, huge fight. Now, automatically, I know some people can be very upset that this fight will be happening in Saudi Arabia. A lot of people will be opening up their social media, going in on the fact that it's going to be in Saudi Arabia due to the human rights violations. And there are many, and yes, they are absolutely disgusting, some of them. Absolutely repulsive. Now, yes, Saudi, they are trying to improve their image. They're changing certain things recently over the last couple of years. They're allowing women to drive cars. Hey, little steps is all progress, right? But still, there are still a lot of things going on out there. But again, you have to understand that these are sportsmen. They're going over there to have a fight and get paid. They're going to get paid very, very well to be fighting in Saudi Arabia. Now, some people, of course, have been complaining that it's going to be in Saudi Arabia, much like they did when Anthony Joshua took on Andy Ruiz Jr. Are the same people who are complaining, and hey, listen, I fully understand the complaints, I do, okay? I'm not going against you at all. I'm not even close to it. But are you only complaining because it's Anthony Joshua? Do you complain in your everyday life, up and down on your social media and around YouTube and wherever else, about some of the things that's going on in Saudi Arabia? Or do you only open up your laptop and your phones to complain because Anthony Joshua is going to be fighting there? Did you complain when Tyson Fury went over there with the WWE? Did you complain when multiple musical artists go over there to put on concerts? Or do you only complain because it's Anthony Joshua? Just be honest about it. Okay? Now, the rematch. How's this rematch going to go? I want Anthony Joshua to win. Of course I want Anthony Joshua to win. But again, there's going to be a lot of people who's going to want Oleksandr Usyk to win. Firstly, because they're not like Joshua. Secondly, because obviously the whole Ukraine-Russia situation, a lot of people are very sympathetic with Ukraine. Obviously, Oleksandr Usyk is going to be carrying that Ukraine flag. So people will be very sympathetic towards Oleksandr Usyk. Personally, listen, it's a fight between two people. This isn't a fight between two countries. This is a fight between two elite boxers, where in the first fight, you can certainly say Anthony Joshua's tactics were wrong. And of course, now he's been addressing that. He's no longer with Rob McCracken, and now he's with Angel Fernandez, who I think is a brilliant trainer. I really do. I rate him very highly. With the work that he's been doing with Richard Riakporhe and others, you can see the improvement, even with Richard Riakporhe. You can see it. Hopefully the improvements are going to be there with Anthony Joshua. But again, those who say Anthony Joshua is a bum, he's exposed, he's a stiff, he's robotic, all that kind of stuff, because he lost to Oleksandr Usyk, he lost to a cruiserweight, basically just regurgitating some of the things that Tyson Fury said about Oleksandr Usyk. Listen, firstly, think for yourselves, okay? Oleksandr Usyk is the number one boxer, pound for pound, in the world, according to Ring Magazine. The Ring Magazine, that Tyson Fury holds aloft very, very highly, okay? Is it a shame losing to Oleksandr Usyk? So if Oleksandr Usyk is just a cruiserweight, then why was he fighting Anthony Joshua at heavyweight? Did people say the same thing about Evander Holyfield, or they call him a legend? Just be honest about it. There's no shame in losing to an Oleksandr Usyk. Usyk is very familiar with going abroad and fighting champions in their own backyard. He's a southpaw. And what, you think he's a little guy? No, he ain't. He's what, 6'3"? He's a big guy. And he's fast. He's skillful. His ring IQ is on another level. It really is. No shame losing to Oleksandr Usyk, that's for sure. But Anthony Joshua, in this one, he's going to have to eradicate some of the mistakes he made in the first fight. In the first fight, he was fighting the fight that Oleksandr Usyk was setting. The pace that Usyk was setting. That's no good. When you do that, people who watch boxing will understand that when you do that, it drains you physically and mentally. That's why Anthony Joshua was so gassed out toward the end of the fight. Because he was fighting Usyk's fight. Make Usyk fight your fight. Don't be changing. You've got your tactics. You know what you've got to do. Do it. Get in there and put it on him. You are the bigger man. You are the stronger man. He's a great counter puncher. Take shots to give shots, if necessary. But again, Usyk, yes, he's a little bit shorter than Anthony Joshua. Not as heavy as Anthony Joshua, but he's faster than Anthony Joshua. He's a southpaw, and he can punch hard. So Joshua is going to have to use some of that skill base for his defense, for sure. But ultimately, even if Anthony Joshua just goes for him, just put everything that you've got into the first few rounds if necessary. And if necessary, if you have to go out on your shield, you go out on your shield. But at least then people will go, well, at least you give it a go. Now, don't try and please the haters. Okay, that's one thing Joshua doesn't need to be doing. Pleasing the haters. Because you're never going to get the haters on side. If Anthony Joshua goes in there and takes Oleksandr Usyk to school, bounces them up and down the canvas, and brutally knocks him out, these very same people are not going to give Joshua credit. So why try and appease them? They're haters for life. Doesn't matter what you do. They can beat Tyson Fury. There will be excuses if Anthony Joshua defeats Tyson Fury. Okay? If he defeats Deontay Wilder, people will make excuses about it. Okay? Don't try and appease them. Do your game. Block everything out. Block everyone out. If necessary, cut down on the interviews on Fight Week and all that kind of stuff. Just do it with a select few, like, I don't know, whatever platforms that you can be working on, whether it's Sky Sports, DAZN, whatever. Just do interviews with them. Don't bother with IFL, Boxing Social, or anybody else. Just get in that zone. Get in that zone. Bully him. Take it to the streets, if you like. Put it on him. Throw the kitchen sink at him. We've seen it on a couple of occasions, and there were rare occasions, let's be honest, in the first fight, that Joshua did actually land on Usyk, and Usyk didn't like it. You could see the fear in his face, but then Joshua just let him off the hook with it. Stuck to his game plan of trying to box. No. Put it on him and take him out. So, hey, listen, something may come back and he may get caught and get put out himself. And who's the favourite in this fight? I don't know. I've never been into a bookie shop in my life. But I'd imagine maybe Usyk would be the favourite for this one. A lot of people will say Usyk will take Anthony Joshua to school and then knock him out. Maybe. It's boxing. Anything can happen. But Joshua hits him clean and jumps on him. There's a very real chance Usyk will go down and won't get back up again. There's a very real chance of it. I want to see that Anthony Joshua who fought tooth and nail like when he fought Vladimir Klitschko. I want to see that one. I want to see him just go for it. Be aggressive. Be angry. The old school Anthony Joshua. The nasty Anthony Joshua in that ring. The focused Anthony Joshua. You've got nothing to prove to anybody. His resume stands above itself. It does. There's nothing to prove other than to himself and to win that one fight. Okay? Anyway, that's my thoughts. You drop me yours, click thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next video.